Well, we would like to introduce ourselves and tell you what we do and how we got together just to play these songs for you. Now you might say we're just good friends who like to pick and grin, but we also love Jesus, so we pick and grin for him. Now over on the bass guitar we have Dick Palmatier. He plays the wildest electric bass that you did ever hear. His wife's name is Linda. They have 3 kids also. So Dickie, let's hear that old electric bass. Just let her go. We also have a pedal steel played by Will Line, and when it comes to pedal steel, we think he does just fine. His wife's name is Betty, their children number 6. While Betty sings a harmony, Will plays those steel guitar licks. Take it, Will. Carol Uzelman plays rhythm on a guitar with 12 strings. And beside playing rhythm, well, Carol also sings. She and her husband Gary raised purebred Morgan horses. So Carol, take that 12 string and strum us a couple of courses. Now Travis runs the sound for us, and he's our teenage son. He sets it up when we come in, and he loads it when we're done. At school he plays the tuba in the junior high school band, and here he plays harmonica, and he sings some now and then. Now Helen and Big Al are last, but hopefully not least. They run a farm up north, you know, and they're known as Beauty and Beast. Helen sings the high notes, and Allie sings down low, and also does some picking, 'cause he loves his music so. Now Grand Old Gospel is our name, but you just call us all good friends. We know how we got started, but we don't know how we'll end. So while we're here, we'll pick and grin, and we'll sing with one accord. We'll sing about God's love for us and our love for the Lord. Now we've just introduced ourselves and told you what we do, and that we made this a record so we could sing our songs for you. Now there were just a whole lot of folks who like to pick and grin, but here we all love Jesus, so we pick and we grin for him.
Sweet the sound that saved a poor sinner like me. Oh, once I was lost, yet now I'm found. Though I was blinded, now I see. And it's all because of God's amazing grace. And someday, some glorious morning, I shall see him face to face, all because of surely lead us home. And it's all because of God's amazing grace. Because on Calvary's mountain He took my place. And someday, some glorious morning, I shall see Him face to face. All because of God's amazing grace. Then with the ransomed around God's throne, we'll praise our Redeemer and King. We'll tell how His mercy presented our town through countless ages. This song we'll sing. It was all because of God's amazing grace. Because on Calvary's mountain He took my place. Oh, someday, some glorious morning, I shall see Him face to face. All because of God's amazing grace. Oh, someday, some glorious morning, I shall see Him face to face. All because of God's amazing grace. So long I had searched for life's meaning, enslaved by the world and my greed. Then the door of my prison was opened by love, for the ransom was paid, I was free. I'm free from the fear of tomorrow. I'm free from the guilt of the past. For I've traded my shackles for a glorious song. I'm free, praise the Lord, free at last. I'm free from the guilt that I carried. From the dull, empty life I'm set free. For when I met Jesus, He made me complete. He forgot how foolish I used to be. I'm free from the fear of tomorrow. I'm free from the guilt of the past. For I've traded my shackles for a glorious song. I'm free, praise the Lord, free at last. More than anything else in the whole wide world, I'm free to serve the Jesus I love. And I know that by faith in my wonderful Lord, I'm bound for a home up above. I'm free from the fear of tomorrow. I'm free from the guilt of the past. For I've traded my shackles for a glorious song. I'm free, praise the Lord, free at last. I'm free from the fear of tomorrow. I'm free from the guilt of the past. For I've traded my shackles for a glorious song. I'm free, praise the Lord, free at last. I'm free, praise the Lord, free at last.
days I trod the ways without a Savior. So many years I wasted in my own desires. And my Jesus spoke to me precious words to set me free about the one who shed his blood on Calvary. Precious words about a Savior, oh so loving. Wonderful words about a Savior's blessed care. One who could love even me, bear my sins upon the tree. About the one who proved it all on Calvary. Yes, my dear Lord, the Son of God, my precious Jesus, gives me a song, the melody of which I sing. It tells of love and agony, and how my Jesus cares for me. About this one, this precious one of Calvary. Now I'm so glad I've come to know the blessed Savior. He gives me peace within my heart beyond compare. He put a song within my heart that shall never more depart. About this one who paid it all on Calvary. About this one who paid it all on Calvary.
When the trumpet of the Lord shall sound, and time shall be no more, and the morning breaks eternal, bright and fair, when the saved of earth shall gather over on the other shore, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there.
love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Is your love complete? If you love me, really love me, well, if you do, then feed my sheep. Jesus talked to Peter one fine sunny day. He talked about God's love, and this he had to say: if you really love me more than all of these, you'll be about my business if you please. Then he said, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Is your love complete? If you love me, really love me, well, if you do, then feed my sheep. Peter answered back in words both big and strong: Lord, you know I like you. I've told you all along. My fondness for you, Lord, it will never cease. Sure, I like you, Jesus, more than these. Then he said, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Is your love complete? If you love me, really love me, well, if you do, you'll feed my sheep. Well, Peter, he was grieved at the words that Jesus used. Yes, poor old Peter, he really felt abused. Then he finally figured out what Jesus meant when he spoke, 'cause love for Jesus can't be no joke. When he says, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Is your love complete? If you love me, really love me, well, if you do, then feed my sheep. How much do you love Jesus? Really love him, my friend? What if he would call you to the mission field, and then there with all those strangers his message to them shout? Or would you come back home and sit and pout when he says, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Is your love complete? If you love me, really love me, well, if you do, then feed my sheep.